Does anyone have a question they'd like to ask?
I have a question, Stuart. Chris.
Yes, Chris?
Stuart, I was reading Rudy's book, Spiritual Cannibalism, yesterday, and I need to understand better when he was talking about when you get to a certain point in your spiritual growth, you enter into the void. And when you enter into the void, then you can go to the source of creativity, which is the Om sound. Could you please talk about that?
Pretty interesting subject. Look, I mean, look, um, look, the Om sound emanates from infinite energy in the universe. The Om sound is beyond human comprehension. Infinite energy is beyond human comprehension. It's outside of the realms of time and space and all conceptualization that we do in order to put things in order that we think they belong in. And, the void exists between time and space and the Om sound, the source of creative energy in the universe. And part of the inner development of a human being is to get them to a place where they can begin to transcend time and space and enter that void. And that void leads directly to the source of creative energy. Now, the void is the unknown, and people are not very, they don't very easily surrender to the unknown. Even in their daily lives, they don't surrender very easily to the unknown. And whatever exists within time and space, it's possible for us to have knowledge of in the mind. What exists outside of time and space demands very deep surrender, letting go, letting go, so that you can step, hypothetically speaking or metaphorically speaking, step out of time and space into the void. And that void leads one directly to the source of creative energy in the universe. Now, these are metaphysical, experiences that, it's hard to conceptualize these things and even understand them. I don't think anybody can ever understand this stuff. But these are things that manifest if one works deep enough on themselves. And the whole point of all this is to get free. It's to get free of time and space. It's to get free of conceptualization. It's to get free of, the mind, which is endlessly conceptualizing everything, making everything into rational understanding. In order to get free of that, we have to, as I say, metaphorically speaking, step into the void. We have to enter the void. We have to let go. We have to simply let go of all things that that fall within the realm of human understanding. To connect with spirit, God, call it what you want, energy that is infinite in the energy beyond all human comprehension. And I think that's basically what he's talking about. How to do this? I mean, there's no way you can outline this on a blackboard, This comes because a person has worked on himself long enough to open in that kind of depth. Otherwise, it doesn't come. If you work on yourself and you're trying to understand conceptually everything that's happening to you, forget about it, What you're leading to is another incarnation. You're leading to reincarnation, another go round on the planet Earth to finally free yourself. So I think Rudy was talking about that when he spoke about that. And he mentioned the Om sound. The Om sound is literally a sound that emanates from the source of all creative energy. It's a sound that is creating the universe, the Om sound. It's the voice of God creating everything, everything. You know, in the Bible, they say in the beginning was the Word, and that's what they were talking about.
That is really powerful. Thank you, Stuart.
No, you're welcome, Chris. I don't talk too much about this, but it's something that really also forces me to go very deep inside to explore what exists outside of the realms of time and space. And I think, honestly, it's the goal, getting free of karma.
Yeah.
Karma is time and space. Karma is conceptualization. Karma is living in a world of illusion that transforms itself into reality once we can use it to grow spiritually inside ourselves. Then karma, the illusion, the Maya becomes reality because we have learned how to use it to grow inside ourselves and to get closer to our spiritual enlightenment.
Wow.
So it gets back to that thing, the things that are killing us or the things that can give us life. It just depends on what we do with them. I really mean it. We get involved in a relationship and, it's life-giving. If people nurture it, it could absolutely destroy you if people don't nurture each other. If we depend upon another person for the source of our energy, that relationship will destroy us. If we connect with God and then we can allow everything we experience with the other person to teach us how to get closer to God and understand that the real source of nourishment comes from a higher, doesn't come from anything horizontal. Horizontal things turn us on for a little bit, and then it gets weird. The source of creative energy is endless, what flows down from the cosmos. And it gives us the strength to be able to transform illusion into reality. How does it help us grow? How is it reminding me of exactly what I have to work on inside myself? And that little bit of comprehension gives us the ability to begin to transcend time and space and enter that void that Rudy was talking about, the Om sound. And the wonderful thing about this is it's all connected. It's all connected. Why are we given this life? We have to learn how to transform illusion into reality. That's, suffering into joy and love. That's why we're given this life. The soul needs to learn to do this in order to ultimately evolve outside the realms of time and space. We're here to learn something. And if we don't learn it, we come back, try again.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Chris. Does anyone else have a question? I know these are difficult things to understand because I barely understand them myself. To me, they just become living experiences. Somebody in one of my podcasts asked me that, and I said, "No, I don't understand. I've been doing this for 50 years and I don't understand it." And it's true. I don't want to understand it. All I want is to evolve and grow and for these things to become a living. I live that way. I don't have to understand it. I am. I live that way. When you live that way, you become a child of God. And one of the biggest problems in the world is everybody's got to understand everything. It's got to make sense to them. And it doesn't make any sense. Does life make any sense? Does karma make any sense? Tell me, has anybody in the history of the world figured this thing out? No. And they're trying to figure it out instead of just letting it be a living reality. Live in it. Let it be your teacher. Let it help you grow. Forget about understanding it. And then it doesn't matter the size of your IQ and all this nonsense, how intelligent you are. We all have hearts. We all, can receive Shakti, energy. We all can become children of God without having to comprehend the essence of it. Who cares? It's just a bore anyway. But much more interesting and adventurous to just live it. Does anyone else have a question? Yeah, that woman who interviewed me yesterday asked me if I understood what I do. And she was a little bit shocked when I told her no. After 50 years, I don't understand it. I just want it to be a living reality. I don't need to understand how God works.
Stuart, I have a question. Stefan,
Yes, Stefan.
what do you do with fear? How do you transform that or let it go?
I would just bring it to the chakra right below the navel, Stefan. Turn it into chi. Use your willpower for good purpose to transform your fear into chi. And once you master that, the fear becomes like a Pavlovian dog. You understand? It will respond to your mastery of it. And as soon as it comes, you just bring it down. Just bring it down. Use your will for a good purpose to do that, to overcome the fear inside you. And eventually it's like a Pavlovian dog. It responds. You go to the chakra below it goes, and you save yourself months of being crazy. Depression and fear, all of it can be used that way. We have to learn to master it. And then it listens to us. It no longer takes over. And it becomes chi. It becomes a power that gives you the capacity to live and work out your karma instead of a thing that drains all your energy out of you. Again, it's transforming illusion into reality. But you have to do this. You have to get strong in yourself to where the chakra below the navel is really open and you can draw that down. And it becomes foundation, it becomes support instead of something that drives you crazy. And look, another element to this is we all need a little bit of fear. We do, because fear, when it doesn't take control of us, reminds us that we have to be more conscious about what we're doing.
Hmm.
We need it. It's like a buoy, when a ship in a fog. Most people live in a fog, and that bell goes off telling you, stay away from these rocks. Fear can serve the exact same purpose. When it doesn't take over and it's just that bell that says, just be more conscious about what you're doing.
Hmm.
And then it becomes a very positive energy, fear. when we start letting the mind get involved with it and we develop this little kernel of fear into Frankenstein, that's when it kills us. But if it stays that kernel of fear, it's like that buoy, that sound of the bell telling you, the lighthouse telling you, stay clear. Be more conscious about how you're voyaging through life. And then fear becomes a healthy thing.
Thank you. That's very clear and helpful. So many people are experiencing fear these days.
Yeah, of course. Well, you think when I was a kid, it was any less? I mean, everybody lived in. I mean, can you imagine during World War II, the fear in the world, what was going on? It's just horrible to think. That it's a ever-present energy that inner growth and inner development teaches you how to master it and use it consciously.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Should make this talk another chapter in one of my books, It really would be very good. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? So do me a favor, you're going to get this link to this wonderful woman who interviewed me yesterday, and just send it out. Let people find out about this. I think it might save somebody's life. Let's find out that there is a possibility of turning fear into a positive energy. That we can learn how to do this. Because I think people get crippled by illusion and they don't know how to deal with it. And this meditation is all about learning to build a system that enables you to master illusion, to learn how to transform illusion into reality. Okay, if there are no more questions, there will be meditation tomorrow evening and the 1:00 class on Thursday. So Thursday evening, there'll be a class, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
God bless you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Yay.